Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a request from Thomas to put Blue Destiny Unit 2 in Shin Matsunaga's colors, which I have done. And I'm running the beam rifle just because the 100mm Kai, not particularly a great weapon. It's okay, but just it's probably my least favorite of the machine guns in the game, actually. So, Blue Destiny Unit 2 is, of course, a raid. It has missiles you can fire while boosting. Has the ground type beam rifle, which still does need a little bit of a buff, I think. Also has some chest Vulcans and head Vulcans that can both be fired while boosting. And its version of exam lasts, I think... No, it's got normal exam. It lasts for a full minute. It's Blue Destiny 3 that has a slightly extended exam version. But BD2 is pretty solid, has a good melee pattern. It can, lock things down and stab them a lot, which is, it's the raid thing. I missed the lockdown part, so I'm going to keep moving. Well, that's what the missiles are for, and one, and knockdown. There we go. I am, however, out of boost, and going to get hit by that Pale Rider VG, so... Yeah, which neither of these, since I'm a raid, neither of these, that being a Dwedge Custom, is actually a very good target for me. That said, instead of escaping, I am gonna stick around, because number 3 came to back me up, and I don't want to leave them by themselves. But if they're willing to pull back, I'm gonna start doing it. Looks like they are, and I'm gonna kill this Isaac, because that's actually kind of what I'm here for. And yeah, we're all pulling back together, so I'm glad number 3 followed my lead on that, because, yeah, just did not need to be chasing after those two generals with a general and a raid. Not optimal. That is... that Dolmel? Yep. And I'm on the ground. Let's see. Dolmel's down. Not sure what that is over there. It's probably another general. But no. Well, whatever it is, it's a sniper. But that doesn't mean it's not a general. But best to just stick with the team. If it wants to come this way, I will give it another shot. Possibly literally. Let's see. That is a Marasai. Yeah, that's a general. And it got caught on the edge of the bridge, so I was able to hit it, which probably... No, it looks like it just stunned it. A lot of times, when you're falling, things that would stun will knock you down instead. I don't know what makes the difference. Like, certain situations it will, certain situations it won't, and I don't know how to make the distinction. So if anybody knows exactly how that works, always happy to hear. That is basically a Hail Mary exam, which didn't work. It kept me alive for a couple extra seconds, but that's about all. I was dead meat either way, so yeah, Marasai got me. But overall, this is looking fairly positive, I think. We've got a very slight lead, and the team is by and large sticking together. The support is off on its own a little bit and in danger of getting pincered by the enemies, but everybody else is close enough that hopefully that won't happen. I'm going to come back in from this side because I might be able to get a good angle on something by coming up behind some of the enemies. Like the aforementioned Dolmel, which I am going to, yeah, just shoot. I didn't get a stun on it, so I didn't want to move in. I managed to get through the tackle by the VG, and this is when I rediscovered that Blue Destiny 2 only has 2 melee swings. I forgot that. And let's see if I can get my beam. Okay, yeah, I got my. I don't know if it was the beam rifle or the machine or the chest Vulcans, but I did get a shot off and kill that. And since I'm right here. Upswing, downswing, another downswing. It's not the strongest downswing in the world, but I believe I also built this for defense instead of melee. So, if you build for melee and or go into exam, probably do you a little better. But I tend, when it's something I think I'm going to have problems with, I tend to go for a defensive build just so I can, die a little bit less, which is, sometimes that's all it takes to really, pull off a decent round. So, moving in on the Isaac again. It also has forced injectors, but I like forced injectors, and oh, I am so dead, wow. But I like forced injectors, but the problem with them is that okay, somebody else got that just as I was going to get the swing and accomplish something before I died. Oh well. But forced injector level 1 is not very thrust efficient at all, especially on lower cost suits that don't have a lot of thruster capacity. So I like using them, but to get something worthwhile out of them with Blue Destiny Unit 2, being an exam is pretty much a requirement because it does get better boost efficiency. I think it might raise its forced injector level technically, because there's a whole suite of changes that exam brings, and I'm frequently not clear on what they all are. But yeah, it also does have a dodge roll even when not an exam, which is nice because it's I am pretty sure the Freak Custom does not get that. I'm not sure it even has a dodge roll and exam, but I think it does. Blue Destiny Unit 1 only has a dodge roll and exam for sure. So, and there's the Isaac. And just trying to get that last shot in, but somebody else I think will. Nope, Vulcan Rush. Again, Vulcan Rush is just one of, and now I'm probably going to go exam just to get my legs back. Exam, except for the timer, exam unlike Hades and a couple of the other ones, does not decrease your defenses. So it all comes down to, trying to predict where you're going to be in 60 seconds, which is hard. If you it's kind of one of those things if you have to save it to try and finish a fight, because if the fight's going to go on for if this particular skirmish is going to go on for more than a minute, you're going to be in trouble. But as you can see, we've managed to pull way ahead here, and I'm going to shoot. That is Hades, so the defenses are down on that. Managed to get a chest Vulcan kill on that. Again, Vulcans, sometimes Vulcans are the right answer because it's easy to sneak in a shot without interrupting your allies, and that's the best way to do it if you can. Doesn't interrupt them, doesn't build stun, doesn't stun them, doesn't do anything negative, just lets you get the damage in. And now, I managed to live until exam ran out. That is usually an accomplishment. And just trying to get enough legs back to do some fighting before the round is over. Because as you can see, my health is decent, but if I don't have at least 3 bars, if I try and do any kind of fancy maneuvering, I'm going to fall on my face. Like, it puts about 1 bar of stress on your legs to land from a boost. Forced Injector adds, I believe, basically 2 more. One when you do the Forced Injector step, and another when you land. So either way, it is more stress on the legs, so you kind of got to be careful. But that is all moot because we have won. And I like how this color scheme came out. I also put Matsunaga's logo on the one shoulder, which I thought looked good. I was top diversions, but our Yuma Lightning Gelgug was really running away with it. 5 kills and 2 deaths, though, is not bad. So I hope you enjoyed the round, Thomas. And that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We'll be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later. I'm not sure how many more requests I've got banked here, but I'm going to try and get voiceovers for as many of them tonight as I can, and then go finish building Gundam Aerial.